Guys, welcome back to my channel. Today we have another release for you, but it's gonna be totally different. I have a deal that I'm doing right now and it kind of inspired me to explore this city a little bit more. So today we're gonna look at the state of Hawaii and particularly the island of Oahu. Oahu is where the capital is where Honolulu is. World famous Waikiki Beach is located here, and of course the memorial and the site of Pearl Harbor. Now the median price in the state of Hawaii is $684,000. Yes, I was kind of surprised myself just because of the super dense territory, but the price is only a little bit, well, I say a little bit because I'm kind of spoiled living in California, but it's only about $200,000 more than the average price in the United States. Now it's a very slow market. Homes sell in 64 days. But interesting statistic that I've seen first time on this channel is the average down payment for Hawaii purchases is 32%. It's very high, but it makes sense because a lot of people buy it as investment, second home, so those programs do require more down payment. The current market compared to what it was last year, homes are selling slower and 2% lower than they're listed for. Now Redfin is rating this market as 33 out of 100. It's probably one of the lowest that you see on my channel, but it is what it is. By the way, this is your first time on my channel, so once a week my team and I we put together some content for you guys that has to do with cities, states, and we go deep into it. We show you some statistics that we all pull from Redfin. Happens to be one of my most favorite real estate apps, and also source of information. Makes it really easy, but that's what we do. And then I take it one step further. I'm a mortgage broker. I'm going on my 10th year in business. I've done over 1,000 of deals, people that finance their first homes, second homes, refinance multiple times. So I've seen it all in this business. And we go deeper. We actually pick a listing for you, like we're gonna do a little bit later in this video, and we're going to show you, I'm gonna show you how you could finance this and what the numbers would look like, and also if it makes sense or not from kind of maybe an investment point of view. So stay tuned. As far as schools, now schools in Hawaii are pretty good. I would say very good actually. So you're gonna find 8, 9, 10s pretty much anywhere you look. As far as natural hazard, I mean honestly there really is none. It's very mild. I know there were some fires that we had in 2023, but again that was kind of like it's a random act. It's not something that they have all the time. So in this island, the danger for natural hazards is very low. And I think it's overall just a really beautiful and safe place to live. I visited Hawaii for the first time a couple years ago. I took my wife for her birthday, and then we enjoyed August in Oahu. And yeah, unbelievable. The weather, even when it's windy, it's still like a really tropical wind. I don't know, it's like really awesome. And the water, and it's clean. It's a really beautiful place to visit. And I think that's what intrigued me to do this video for you guys. It's a single family house that's listed for $575. And right away, let's take a look at the statistics. 3 bedrooms, 1.5 bathrooms, 944 square feet, single family home, and it's built in 1987. So 36-year-old house. Obviously it's been renovated since, but that's the statistics. And look, it's active, open this weekend. So I try to give you guys, listings that are live. In some cases, it might even be something that you could still buy because the market is not that fast here. So yeah, if this interests you, let me know. I would love to help you kind of get an idea of what's possible finance-wise. But let's take a look at the house first. So here it is. It's interesting. You're gonna see a lot of shots of nature, a lot of aerial shots. So people that buy in Hawaii, it really attracts them to it. And out of these 25 pictures, most of it is going to be just from nature and outside. So okay, let's keep looking. See, there we go. We haven't even got into anything inside the house yet, and we're already 10 pictures in. Okay, so here it is. Split ACs in every room, looks like. Yeah, so I mean it does get kind of hot on some days, so they do have systems in every room. Other than that, I mean it's very Wow, this is kind of interesting. First time I'm seeing this. It's got a washer and dryer, but it's, I mean, it's enclosed, but it's outside. It's interesting. Wow, here we go again. See, we've made it so I see what they're doing in marketing over there, and they give you a lot of like aerial, kind of like get you to feel the vibe, and they show you a little bit of like the actual house, and then they close you with the thing. But it makes sense. I mean, guys, like honestly, people pay for the land. If you want to buy in Hawaii, you're not really paying for what kind of floor plan you have inside the house. You're probably not even gonna really be there. You could walk to the beach in this property. Wow, this is cool. That's like marketing genius. Wow, didn't expect it. To see dolphins on the Redfin listing. Okay, cool. So that just gives you an idea of what you could buy for $575. Again, this is a single family house. Now let's take a look at financing. Now I'm gonna show you a 10% down program. I know previously I used a lot of 5% down, but this, I have my own kind of agenda for this. I wanted to show you a little bit more, because I mean, people that are buying in Hawaii, they maybe work from home, they're looking just for like a second place, or they want to have a house for themselves that they can visit a lot. So this is for this kind of buyer, it makes a little bit more sense to put more down payment. So for this program, I'm going to do 10% down. Now, if you're a local resident of Hawaii and you live there and you want to do this with 3% down payment, yes, by all means, the program does exist. But this is for a particular type of client. This is going to be a 700 credit score. It's going to be somebody that makes $100,000 per year income and has no other debts, no student loans, no cars, so very clean from a debt point of view. Now, 10% down payment, which in this case is $57,500. The interest rate today, assuming that you meet that criteria I just mentioned about the credit score, the income, you could get 6.5% 30-year fixed without any hidden fees, without any points. Like, this is the market rate, guys. The rates have plummeted. This is the time to act, because right now financing has gotten a lot cheaper, and the more it goes that way, the higher the prices, the more people are going to be looking at these properties, and then little you know, something that's $575 might become $625 just because people could spend more. So it's just the way that the systems work. But regardless, so let's take a look. And as far as how much cash you need, so we already went over the down payment. Closing costs are not that bad. Like, I've seen states where it's a lot higher, but in Hawaii it's pretty standard, very similar to California wise in terms of closing costs. So $11,000 is what you could expect. Now total $67,500, you could close this property and get the keys the next month. What would the payments look like? So the payments are going to be $38.34. Now I've already included the property tax. Property taxes are one of the lowest I've seen in Hawaii. It's kind of like really cool, because from California, like, we pay a lot in property tax. I have seen higher. I'm starting to do like more and more transactions in different states, so I have seen a little bit higher than California, but their home prices are lower, so it's kind of a trade-off. California, we have a high property tax rate, but also the prices. But Hawaii, you'll be surprised. I was really surprised. The property taxes are very low. All in all, $3,834 is going to be your payment for the house. Tax, insurance, mortgage, PMI, everything, with 10% down. Now, probably one of the most appealing thing about Hawaii, and the fact that it has great weather all year round. It has a lot of traction and inflow of tourists, not only from the United States, but from all over the world, is the fact that this becomes a tourist zone. Something that I personally have experience with, I have an Airbnb property in the Bay Area, is to put something like this on the Airbnb. Before that, just a small disclaimer. So in the state of Hawaii, to do Airbnb, like as a business, you are required to have it in certain zones, or you have to have a license that's grandfathered in from like before they changed the rules. So this is a property that does not fit that criteria, so I'm not pitching you. I'm going to do another video. By the way, I have a deal right now in the Big Island with the realtor friend of mine. He lives in the Bay Area and he does a lot of transactions in Hawaii. By the way, if you're interested in any of the islands or just to talk to somebody local, let me know. I can connect you with him and he'll be able to kind of guide you and just explain all different things. So that property that I'm doing, and I'll do another video for it, that is specifically zoned in this resort area. So there you can Airbnb as much as you want. But in these kind of places, these are more people that are buying for themselves, or people that might live in California, New York, anywhere, and they want to buy something for themselves. The law and the rules do allow you to rent it up to 30 days. We already know what the payment is. It's $38.34. Now, let's take a look at a map of Oahu just to get an idea what kind of prices Airbnbs go for. Now, the lowest I've seen is $150. Now, keep in mind, this is probably just a room or some shed or something like along those lines. So, let's ignore that one. Now, they go as high as 1,000. Now, again, keep in mind, so that probably means that that's in a really fancy resort, maybe somewhere near the Four Seasons or somewhere near the Walt Disney Resort. But bottom line is that one is going to be on the higher end. Let's price this out somewhere in the middle. Let's say that you are going to Airbnb this for $500 per night. Now, you do have the rule where you can't do more than 30 days per year. So that's $15,000 that you could get as rental income for this property. If your payment is $34, which is $46,000 per year, and it's allowed to rent it out for 30 nights per year using the short-term rental, that's $15,000. Let's subtract those two. 46,000 minus 15, which leaves you with only 31. That's your responsibility, meaning that's the part that you pay after you apply the short-term tenants. Then you have 31,000. Let's divide that by 12. Then you have 2,500 per month. This is your expense. Now, ask yourself this. If you're living in a more expensive state and you're not really ready to make a move, wouldn't it be really cool to have 2,500 per month and have a place to visit 11 months out of the year at your leisure with your family, close to the water, and still rent it out for 30 days of the year? 2,500 per month. Guys, the average 2-bedroom rent in the United States is probably close to that amount. But this, you have a property in Hawaii. So again, if this is interesting to you, if this place, this city, anything about Hawaii that I maybe got wrong, or maybe you want me to kind of go more into it, I am going to do another video because Airbnb in Hawaii is a very interesting topic for me. I do have a really good resource that lives on the island that has 2 Airbnbs on the island, and he'll more than gladly discuss and share with you guys his expertise on it. Again, thank you so much for watching. Steve, your mortgage broker, and I'll see you guys on the next video.